The envelope arrived like a dagger in the mail, its elegant script mocking Alex as he tore it open, only to find no invitation inside, just a polite note thanking him for his generous contribution to the wedding fund. His heart plummeted, the room spinning in the dim light of his Brooklyn apartment, where memories of family laughter now felt like ghosts. How could Ben, his own brother, exclude him from the most important day of his life? All because Alex loved Jamie, the man who had stood by him through every storm. Alex Thompson had always been the fixer in the family, the one who patched up wounds both literal and figurative. Growing up in a modest suburb outside Philadelphia, he and Ben shared a bedroom, dreams, and the kind of unbreakable bond that only siblings forged in chaos could understand. Their parents, hardworking folks in a blue-collar world, instilled in them the value of loyalty. But beneath it all lingered unspoken tensions, especially after Alex came out at 22, shattering the family's fragile facade of normalcy. Now, at 32, Alex had built a life in New York City, thriving as a graphic designer for a progressive ad agency. His apartment in Brooklyn Heights overlooked the East River, a sanctuary filled with art, books, plants, and the comforting presence of Jamie Reyes, his partner of 5 years. Jamie, 31, with his infectious laugh and steady hands as a high school teacher, was the anchor Alex never knew he needed. They met at a charity run in Central Park, bonding over shared stories of immigrant parents, Jamie's from Mexico, Alex's with distant Irish roots, and a mutual love for late-night jazz clubs. But family ties pulled like invisible strings. When Ben, 2 years younger, proposed to his fiancée Sarah last year, the excitement rippled through the Thompsons. Ben, a successful real estate agent in Chicago, had always been the golden child, straight-laced and ambitious. The wedding was set for a picturesque venue in the Hudson Valley, a dream affair costing a small fortune. Their parents, retired and on a fixed income, couldn't cover much. So Alex stepped up, wiring $20,000 from his savings money he'd earmarked for a down payment on a house with Jamie. "It's for family," he'd told Jamie, who nodded understandingly, though worry creased his brow. As weeks turned to months, Alex threw himself into planning from afar, suggesting vendors, even designing custom invitations pro bono. Phone calls with Ben were frequent, laced with brotherly banter. "Can't wait to see you there, bro," Ben had said just last month. Yet, as the RSVPs rolled in, Alex's inbox remained empty. He chalked it up to a delay, but doubt gnawed at him. One evening, as rain pattered against the windows, Jamie found Alex staring at his phone. "What's wrong?" Jamie asked, wrapping his arms around him from behind. Alex confessed his fears, the words tumbling out like confessions. Jamie listened, his touch a balm, but anger flickered in his eyes. "If they can't accept us, that's on them. But you deserve better." The confrontation came via a tense video call. Ben's face appeared on screen, Sarah beside him, their Chicago loft gleaming in the background. "Alex, about the wedding," Ben started, avoiding eye contact. "Mom and Dad, they're traditional, and with the extended family coming, we thought it might be awkward if you brought Jamie." Alex's blood ran cold. "Awkward? Ben, I've paid for half of this thing, and Jamie's not some plus one. He's my partner." Sarah interjected softly. "We appreciate the money, really, but we want the day to be about us, without any distractions." Distractions. The word hung like a noose. Alex ended the call, his world fracturing. That night, he and Jamie walked hand in hand through Prospect Park, the autumn leaves crunching underfoot. "I love you," Jamie whispered, pulling him close under a street lamp. Their kiss was defiant, a spark in the gathering darkness. Days blurred into a haze of hurt. Alex replayed childhood memories, Ben defending him from bullies. The two of them sneaking out to Phillies games. How had it come to this? He confided in his best friend, Mia, over coffee in a bustling Manhattan cafe. Family's supposed to be unconditional, she said, squeezing his hand. But Alex wondered if that was just a myth. Meanwhile, Jamie urged him to fight back. Don't let them erase us. Inspired, Alex started a blog post anonymously, pouring out his story. It went viral overnight, shared across social media by LGBTQ+ advocates. Comments flooded in support. Outrage. Stories of similar betrayals. For the first time, Alex felt seen, not just as the gay brother, but as a person worthy of respect. As the wedding approached, tension escalated. Their mother called, voice trembling. Alex, please understand. We love you. But. The but was a wall he couldn't scale. He hung up, tears streaming. Jamie held him through the night, their bodies entwined in silent solidarity. In those moments, their love deepened, a quiet revolution against the world's judgments. Alex decided to attend anyway, uninvited, to reclaim his place. But Jamie convinced him otherwise. Let's build our own joy. Instead, they planned a weekend getaway to the Catskills, where whispers of forever began to form. Yet fate intervened. On the eve of the wedding, Ben texted, I miss you. This feels wrong. Alex's reply was measured, then make it right. The silence that followed was deafening. The wedding day dawned bright. But for Alex, it was shrouded in shadow. He imagined the vows, the toasts, all without him. Jamie distracted him with a surprise picnic in Central Park, complete with their favorite wines and cheeses. As they laughed under the sun, Alex realized love wasn't about grand gestures, but these stolen moments. Back in the Hudson Valley, the ceremony unfolded flawlessly until Ben paused during his speech. I want to thank my brother Alex, he said, voice cracking. He's not here because I failed him, but his generosity made this possible, and I regret not having him by my side. Gasps rippled through the crowd. Sarah nodded, tears in her eyes. Their parents exchanged glances, guilt etching their faces. News of the speech reached Alex via a cousin's call. Stunned, he felt a crack in his armor. Perhaps change was possible. In the aftermath, Ben drove to New York, arriving at Alex's door with apologies spilling out. I was scared, he admitted, of what others would think. But losing you hurts more. They talked for hours, bridges mending slowly. Jamie joined, his presence a testament to unbreakable love. The family began to heal. Invitations extended not just to events, but to hearts. Years later, at Alex and Jamie's own wedding in a sunlit Brooklyn garden, Ben stood as best man. Love wins, he toasted, when we choose it over fear. The crowd cheered, a tapestry of acceptance woven from pain. But the journey taught Alex that true family is chosen, forged in fire, and radiant in its humanity. The reconciliation wasn't immediate. It unfolded like a tentative dance, each step laced with vulnerability. After Ben's visit, Alex found himself grappling with forgiveness. Late nights in the apartment, Jamie would brew chamomile tea, sitting cross-legged on the rug as Alex paced. He hurt you deeply, Jamie said, his voice a soothing baritone. But holding on to anger hurts us too. Alex nodded, pulling Jamie into an embrace that spoke volumes. Their relationship had always been a haven, passionate mornings tangled in sheets, quiet evenings cooking Mexican-Italian fusion meals, dreaming of adoption. Now, it became a fortress against lingering doubts. Ben started small, weekly calls, sharing wedding photos where Alex's absence was a glaring void. Sarah wants to meet Jamie properly, Ben said one day. The double date in Chicago was awkward at first, polite chit-chat over deep dish pizza, but laughter broke through when Jamie recounted his disastrous first date with Alex, involving a spilled coffee and a runaway dog. Sarah, a kind-hearted nurse with a sharp wit, confessed her regrets. I pushed for the exclusion to avoid drama with my conservative relatives. It was wrong. Alex saw her sincerity. And slowly, walls crumbled. Back in New York, Alex's career soared. His viral blog led to a book deal, Uninvited, Stories of Family and Forbidden Love. Writing it was cathartic, chapters pouring out in coffee-fueled marathons. Jamie edited drafts, his insights sharpening the narrative's emotional core. But shadows lingered. At a family Thanksgiving in Philadelphia, tensions flared. Their father, a stoic veteran, struggled with acceptance. I don't understand it, he grumbled over turkey. Alex met his gaze steadily. You don't have to understand, Dad. Just love. The evening ended in tears. Good Onisa's hugs replaced handshakes. Their mother, ever the peacemaker, whispered, I'm proud of you, son. As winter blanketed the city, Alex and Jamie's love blossomed anew. They volunteered at an LGBTQ+ youth center, mentoring teens facing similar rejections. One kid, Marcus, reminded Alex of his younger self, scared but resilient. Your story gives me hope, Marcus said, inspiring Alex to push forward. Drama peaked when Ben faced his own crisis, a job loss amid economic downturn. Alex offered support, not with money, but presence, flying to Chicago for moral boosts. Brothers stick together, he said, echoing their childhood pact. In those months, bonds strengthened. Jamie and Sarah bonded over shared interests in art, planning a group trip to MoMA. The four became inseparable, group chats buzzing with memes and plans. Yet, Alex's heart yearned for more. On a starry night atop their building's roof, he proposed to Jamie. You've been my everything. Marry me. Jamie's yes was fervent, sealed with a kiss that tasted of forever. Wedding planning mirrored Ben's, but with inclusivity at its heart. Invites went to all. No exceptions. The venue, a charming vineyard in upstate New York, echoing the Hudson Valley but infused with rainbow accents. As the day neared, nerves jangled. Alex worried about old wounds reopening. Jamie reassured him with tender touches, their pre-wedding dance lessons turning into intimate waltzes. The ceremony was magic, vows exchanged under a floral arch, Ben officiating with teary pride. Today, we celebrate love in all forms, he declared. Guests from family to center kids cheered. In the reception's glow, Alex reflected on the path, from exclusion to embrace. It wasn't perfect. Prejudices lingered in society. But their circle had expanded. A beacon of change. The honeymoon in Hawaii brought bliss, sunsets, hikes, whispered promises. Back home, they adopted a rescue dog, naming him Hope. Life settled into rhythm. But Alex's book tour brought new challenges. Hate mail arrived, reminders of the world's cruelty. Jamie stood firm. We're stronger together. A year later, Ben and Sarah announced a pregnancy. Alex, the doting uncle, hosted the baby shower in Brooklyn. Laughter filled the air, a far cry from past silences. Through it all, the lesson endured: love demands courage. And family, when true, evolves. Evolution came with its trials. As Alex's book hit bestseller lists, media scrutiny intensified. Interviews on morning shows probed personal pains. How did it feel to fund a wedding you weren't welcome at? Alex answered with grace, emphasizing healing over hurt. It's about choosing love every day. Jamie, ever supportive, joined some appearances. Their chemistry captivating audiences. Fan letters poured in stories of reconciliation inspired by theirs. One from a father. Your words made me reach out to my estranged son. But fame brought trolls. Online harassment spiked, targeting their relationship. Alex's agency beefed up security, but fear crept in. One night, after a threatening email, Jamie held him close. They can't touch what we have. To cope, they escaped to the Hamptons for a weekend, walking beaches hand in hand. Conversations turned deep, dreams of kids. A house in the suburbs. Let's start the process, Alex said, heart full. Adoption interviews were grueling questions about stability, backgrounds. Their story, once a wound, became a strength. We've overcome rejection. We'll give a child unwavering love. Meanwhile, Ben's family grew. Baby Emma arrived. A bundle of joy. Alex and Jamie visited Chicago often, Emma's tiny fingers wrapping around theirs. She's got your eyes, Ben teased Alex. Holidays unified. Christmases in Philly with inclusive traditions, no more awkward silences. Their father even attended a pride event. Hat in hand, learning step by step. Professionally, Jamie advanced to vice principal, championing anti-bullying programs. Alex launched a podcast, Chosen Families, interviewing others on similar journeys. Drama resurfaced when a distant relative outed old family secrets at a reunion, accusations of favoritism. Tempers flared, but Alex mediated, turning conflict into dialogue. We've all made mistakes. Let's grow from them. Romance flourished in quiet ways, surprise dates to Broadway shows, weekend getaways to Vermont foliage. Their love, once hidden, now proudly displayed, anniversary posts garnering hearts. As adoption progressed, they prepared a nursery, painting walls in soft blues. The call came on a rainy Tuesday, a baby boy available. Tears flowed as they met little Noah, his cries melting into coos in Alex's arms. Parenthood transformed them. Sleepless nights bonded them deeper. Jamie's patience shining. Ben and family visited. Playdates forging cousin bonds. Challenges arose. Noah's health scary, a fever spiking fear. Hospital vigils tested resilience. But support poured in from all sides. In quieter moments, Alex wrote a sequel book, dedicating it to Noah for the next generation. May love always lead. Years passed. Noah grew into a curious toddler, asking about two daddies. Stories shared honestly, fostering openness. At Ben's vow renewal 10 years on, Alex stood proudly, Jamie by his side. We've come full circle, Ben said in his toast. The event symbolized triumph, diverse guests, love celebrated without barriers. Alex looked back, from uninvited to integral, pain to purpose. The human spirit's capacity for change astounded him. Their story rippled outward, inspiring legislation advocacy for LGBTQ+ rights. Alex testified in D.C. Voice steady, family isn't blood. It's choice. Home life, balanced activism, family dinners, park outings. Jamie's school initiatives echoed their values. As Noah started kindergarten, Alex marveled at the legacy. We did this, he whispered to Jamie one evening, watching their son play. Love's victory was quiet, profound, a testament to perseverance. Perseverance defined their path forward. With Noah in tow, daily life became a whirlwind of joy and chaos, playdates, story times, and the occasional tantrum. Alex scaled back work, prioritizing family. Jamie's promotion allowed flexibility, their Brooklyn home buzzing with laughter. But external storms brewed. A national debate on same-sex adoption rights heated up. with conservative voices decrying traditional values. Alex's platform amplified counterarguments, penning op-eds for major outlets. Love makes a family, he asserted, drawing from personal scars. Threats escalated. A protest outside a book signing turned ugly. Security escorted them away. Noah clutched tight. That night, Jamie's resolve wavered. Is this worth it? But Alex's kiss reaffirmed, for him, yes. Support networks grew. Friends like Mia hosted safe gatherings. The youth center became a second home. Marcus, now college-bound, credited them. You showed me family can be rebuilt. Ben's involvement deepened. He lobbied locally in Chicago for inclusive policies. Sarah joining PDA efforts. Family vacations to Disney, where Noah met Mickey cemented unity. Romance endured amid parenthood. Date nights involved babysitters. Stolen moments in the kitchen leading to passionate reunions. You're my forever, Jamie murmured during a rare, quiet evening. Noah's questions evolve. Why do some people not like two daddies? Age-appropriate explanations followed, emphasizing kindness. School incidents bullying attempts were met with advocacy, turning adversity into teachable moments. Alex's podcast thrived. Episodes featuring diverse voices. One with Ben, from exclusion to allyship. Listeners hailed it transformative. As Noah turned 5, they considered expanding the family, perhaps surrogacy. Discussions with agencies highlighted progress, though hurdles remained. Drama struck when their father fell ill, a heart condition requiring surgery. Alex rushed to Philly, Jamie and Noah following. Bedside vigils reunited the clan, old grudges dissolving in worry. Recovery brought revelations. Their father confessed regrets. I was wrong to stay silent. Hugs sealed forgiveness. A new chapter. Post-surgery, family dynamics shifted. Grandparents doted on Noah. Stories of the past shared without filters. Alex channeled energy into a foundation, uninvited no more. Funding LGBTQ plus family support. Galas raised awareness. Celebrities endorsing. Personal growth continued. Therapy sessions helped process lingering trauma, strengthening their bond. A milestone, Noah's first Pride Parade. Rainbow flags waved, cheers enveloping them. This is us, Alex told his son. Years blurred. Noah entered teens, navigating identity. Open dialogues echoed their values. At a family reunion in the Hudson Valley site of the original wedding, reflections abounded. Ben, graying but vibrant, raised a glass to love's evolution. Alex and Jamie, hands linked, knew the journey's worth. From betrayal to belonging, their story embodied hope. The end wasn't an end, but a continuum, love's enduring power shaping futures. Shaping futures became their mantra. As Noah hit adolescence, challenges mounted, peer pressure, questions of heritage. Am I different? He asked one evening over dinner. Alex and Jamie shared their story honestly, emphasizing strength and uniqueness. School projects on family trees led to creative interpretations, branches for chosen kin. Support from Ben's family helped. Emma, now a teen, became Noah's confidant during visits. Alex's foundation expanded, opening shelters for displaced LGBTQ plus youth. Fundraising events drew crowds. Jamie emceeing with charisma. Romance sparked in unexpected ways, a second honeymoon to Europe. Tracing roots. In Dublin, Alex connected with distant relatives, finding acceptance. In Mexico City, Jamie's family enveloped them warmly. Back home, activism intensified amid political shifts. A Supreme Court case on rights had them marching in D.C. Noah by their side. Sign in hand, love is love. Personal trials. Jamie's burnout from work prompted a sabbatical. Alex supported, their roles reversing him handling school runs while Jamie recharged. Healing culminated in a memoir co-authored with Ben, Brothers Redeemed. Launch parties celebrated reconciliation. Noah's coming out as by added layers pride mixed with protectiveness. "We've got you," they assured. As empty nesters loomed, they fostered teens, extending their circle. Retirement dreams, a farm upstate. Writing. Mentoring. Looking back, the uninvited wedding was the catalyst, a painful spark igniting profound change. Their legacy, a world slightly kinder. Families mended. Love unchained. Unchained love rippled through generations. Noah, now in college, pursued social work. Inspired by his dad's. Calls home were frequent. "Your story changed everything." Alex and Jamie, in their 50s, embraced slower paces gardening. Travel. Ben's clan visited often. Grandkids filling the house with noise. Foundation work continued. Global outreach touching lives. Reflections on the journey, from hurt to healing. Proving humanity's capacity for growth. In quiet moments, they held hands, grateful for the path walked together. The end was a beginning. Love's triumph eternal.